model of a shoulder, right? This is the front, this is the back, okay? So we're gonna talk about Simon. So when he dislocated his shoulder, and he is slated for surgery in early October by Dr. Dugas to repair the labrum. Well, what I also mentioned, and the reason I'm bringing the model, is he did fracture his scapula. And where on the scapula he fractured is right in this area, where the humerus bone, the head of the humerus right here, when he anterior translated the shoulder, when he slid head first, it caused the humerus to go that way, or anteriorly, jamming also the head into the scapula. They call it coracoid, and he fractured that area there. So that's why Dr. Dugas and our doctors, in collaboration with AHN, Dr. Frank, Dr. Domingo, want this fracture allowed to get sticky, to heal, before they repair the actual labrum. And the labrum, if you can imagine, this big, thick sheath that covers this area. Questions?
So he's going to require 2 surgeries?
No. Good question. 1 surgery to repair the labrum, the fracture will heal in time.
So he hasn't had a surgery yet?
It'll happen in mid-October, early to mid-October.
Are there any other instances of like waiting for, like so when you have a fracture, is that the main reason why we'd want to wait for surgery? Is there any other things that would prevent a surgery from happening?
There are other things, but in this case, it is the fracture allowing the stickiness, allowing the body to. I think in medicine at times we underestimate and devalue at times the body's ability to heal, and what I mean by that is giving it time, doing nothing, allowing. You put the body in a good position. You eat right, you sleep well, you do certain rehab exercises just to allow your body to heal, and that goes a long way.
Could this be done differently if it wasn't this close to the end of the season? Like, say if this had happened in June, is there anything that would be done differently to get him back to playing baseball quicker?
No. I mean, if we're not dealing with a fracture, he'd probably be getting surgery in short order.
How common or rare is this?
It is uncommon in our sport and overhead athletes. Dr. Dugas shared with us that he's seen one other case similar specifically to his that involved from an anterior dislocation that had a fracture to the coracoid in a WWE wrestler. So it's not that common. Dislocations are common. Tearing of your labrum, getting your labrum repaired, that's common. But the combination of the two is not common. So I figured I'd do some show and tell. Sticking with the position player group, Endy Rodriguez, he's going to be up here in the next couple days for the Oakland series. As we talked about the past couple weeks, he's doing well. He's gaining his strength back. We don't envision, and this was an original projection, him beginning to play catch until 3rd or 4th week of October. But he is on track to do that, and he still remains on track, although it's early, to be a full participant in spring training 2026.
Is winter ball a possibility for him?
I think it's too early to tell. It wouldn't be a full complementary player at this point, but that we're still learning. But at this point, I think it's unlikely. Position players. Who else I'm missing? So we just talked about Valdez. Valdez, thank you. Valdez, he's doing really well. You're going to see him taking ground balls. You're going to see him throwing out to about 120 feet, 130 feet. You're going to see him doing defensive work. He looks really good physically. What he hasn't been doing yet is hitting. So we anticipate he'll begin some type of hitting progression in the next probably 7 to 14 days, and that will still line him up for winter ball participation. So he's in good spirits. Really encouraged. So hopefully you guys get a chance to talk to all of them. Pitchers, Jared, as you've seen him post, he's throwing again. I haven't seen this young man smile in quite some time, other than when he got to the big leagues for the first time. So it's really cool to see Jared in a good spot mentally and do the thing that he loves to do, and that's getting closer to playing baseball. And he's very early in the stages of this. He's only out to like 60 feet. He's throwing 3 times a week, but very encouraging news for Jared. I'm sure he'll be all smiles when he talks to you guys later. think that's it.
He's here this weekend?
So Jared, Endy, and Valdez will all be in Pittsburgh for the Oakland Series. 1, part of their exit physicals, and 2, we just really haven't seen him for a while. Good to be around the guys.
How about Simon? Where is he?
Simon transitioned down to Florida, just timing of the season. He has to do some further diagnostics to line him up for the surgery in early mid-October, so he'll remain in Florida.
How's Thomas Harrington doing?
Unfortunately, he's not going to be competing the rest of the season for the Indy season. He's feeling better. He is playing light catch. He just ran out of time based on his groin strain.
With Jared, what are the, obviously, I'll throw further and further, but what are the next steps in general off-season milestones he'll have to
Yeah,
go hopefully
build up in distance. So you start flat ground at 60 feet, then you build out to 120, generally 135 feet, and then you get off the mound, get off the slope, and there's attrition there. There's a build up. There's a gradual build up of strength, and then once we get him strong enough, comfortable enough off the mound, then he'll transition to full mound sessions, then to live BPs, and then sim games. But as we've talked about before, early indications he's on track for the original projection of returning to game-like activities in 10 to 12 months. And we'll have some serial check-ins with Dr. Meister and our doctors to make sure that everything is going on track.
Are any of these guys kind of scheduled to spend the winter in Bradenton and kind of under supervision?
Yes and no. So our preference is we want our hands on them as much as possible, selfishly, but we want to honor their off seasons as well, and they have their lives, and they need to decompress as well. But a guy like Jared, who lives in Florida, early indications he'll be in and out of Pirate City, working with our strength coaches and our physical therapists. So that's encouraging. Same thing with a guy like Jack Brannigan. He's continued to he'll stay in Solometo. Guys like that. There's been an attrition towards Florida and Bradenton that these guys are living year round, and the facility's open.
I guess you mentioned Solometo. Has he been improving in recent months?
He has. He is working on some different patterning exercises, overall strengthening of the shoulder, and we envision him begin playing catch end of this month, early next. Anything else?